Welcome back, family. Welcome back to Let's Speak It Out Loud. I am your host, Goddess Candace the Alicorn, and once again, it is my pleasure to be here with you, and an honor as well. So what's going on, y'all? Hey, Soul Tribe, I know y'all here, so welcome back, fam. I love y'all so much. You are appreciated. Now, if this is your first time here, I want to thank you all for tuning in, guys. And I want to say welcome. Now, to Let's Speak It Out Loud, the podcast for copper-colored individuals of higher vibrations having insightful conversations, y'all. So I thank everybody for dropping by today. I have to thank everybody who donates to the podcast. Let's Speak It Out Loud, guys. You guys are amazing. May blessings come to you all from the deepest parts of my soul. Now, and if you'd like to donate to the podcast, or if you want to become a sponsor, y'all, on the show, all you have to do is look down below, and all the contact information is down there, all right? All right, Soul Tribe, let's speak it out loud, So what's going on today, y'all? I'm sitting here, I'm chilling. I got my notes. It's been one of them days of life where you have to speak existence into yourself. So today, guys, I want to talk about intention. Ooh, intention. Yeah. What is intention? What's the definition of intention, y'all? An aim or a plan. So it's like what you plan or aim to do or being about. So it's like what you intend to do is like what you plan to do, or what you plan to do or bring about or aim to do. Okay? So I want to talk about intention. It struck me today because, like I say, I was going through a day today, and my ancestors had to come talk to me today and wake me up and remind me that they're always around. And I'm so grateful and thankful to all the ancestors who are always around me. I'm so grateful and thankful for everything they do to me and bring to me and bless me with. The ancestors, the spirit guides, the guardian angels, the most high, above high, inside each and every one of you and I. That's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about intention. And I know y'all might be thinking, well, where is she going with this? You know how I do. Now, anything you do in life, guys, it'll always have ups and downs. You have to be able to take a leap of faith sometimes and go for it. Means betting on self. And once you begin to understand your intention of betting on yourself, I promise you won't regret it. It's all learning about self, or as Cat Williams says, being in tune with your star player. The intention of self. We think about the intention of everybody else and what their intention. Well, what was their intention? Well, they didn't mean that. I didn't intend that. And so, none of us in the world think about intent? Oh, everything in the world that happens and in our lives is unintentional? You mean to tell me that the Creator didn't have that part figured out? That everything is just unintentional, because that's what it seems like. Oh, that was unintentional. Oh, it wasn't intentional. That wasn't intentional. From killing people to killing your children to doing all kind of unforsaken things. Now, that's a negative force. And this world, as we all know, is full of positives and negatives. So I ask the question again, intention. What is your intention for yourself? Or your star player? Once you realize how unique and powerful and special you are, you can create anything in your world. I'm going to say that again. Once you realize how unique, powerful, and special you are, you can create anything in your world. You just have to become one with self. Your inner self, guys. Identification of self. Mastery of self. Belief in self. You. Become one with yourself. It's the only way to see your highest self. I'm going to say that again. You. Identification of self. Mastery of self. Belief in self. You. Because within yourself is the only way to see your highest self. To thine own self be true, or not. What is your intention? That's why I said or not. Because some people do intend to do harm to others. Whether it's spiritually, emotionally, mentally, or physically. I'm going to say that again. Some people intentionally do things to others. Whether it's spiritually, emotionally, physically, or mentally. And I say spiritually first. Because once I capture your spirit, I got everything else. That's why they come in often so cunning and nice. So, what is your intention for yourself? And you know, just like people choose for their intentions to be negative, I choose, and lots of others choose for their intentions to be positive. But what is your intention for yourself? Well, now thinking about that, I'm not talking about the intentions. I use that as just, an example, how people do each other. But what do we intend for ourselves? Because this is intention that I'm talking about is my self-intention. What do I intend to do to make my manifestation manifest? What is your intention? Because I know I have control of that. If I master and become a master of self, and I believe in self, and I can identify self and love self, not someone else's expectations. Intention. I want us all to think about this. I use me, y'all, as an example. Because the things I think about, I can't be the only person thinking about this shit. Because all the stuff that's going on in the world, all of us are not blind. All of us are not dead in the mind. All of us are not completely mentally conditioned, but we are mentally conditioned because the system was set up to condition your mental. You better ask somebody. Believe what you want, but truth will set you free. And the truth is to thine own self. Be true. Or not. So, what intentions are you saying to yourself about yourself? You praying for everybody else. For Sister Jackson, her daughter's knee, she hurt herself in Walmart, and we're going to go over there and have a prayer vigil for her. And y'all going to go over there and set these intentions for her daughter. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Going and praying for people. Okay. But what are you casting a good affirmation over your life? Are you even casting a good affirmation over your life? Are you thinking about that? Or are you just unintentionally moving along in the world and praying for everybody else? And then mad because nothing happens for you. Because you're setting no intention for yourself. You're just floating in the wind. And don't beat yourself up. I'm talking to myself too. Alright? I'm not saying you. When I say you, Soul Truck, y'all know what I'm saying. I'm talking about all of us. When I say you, but I identify us as one. So when I say you, I'm talking to me too. Alright? Let me make that clear. Trust me, I don't think I'm sitting here preaching to y'all. I'm talking shit. Because as I become enlightened on so many different things, and like I told y'all, as y'all can see from the podcast that I do, I know a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff, but I'm a Virgo and everything doesn't intrigue me all at once. And my spirit guides and my guardian angels and my ancestors come to me and they say, look at this, like this intention. This was an intention for me today because I wasn't paying attention to my intention today. You know? And I had to be reminded. The ancestors sent me all kind of messages today. Not one or two. I mean, you have to be just deaf, dumb, and blind not to see the messages that were sent to me today to cast the affirmation over my life. What do I do with this podcast? Why did I name this podcast Let's Speak It Out Loud? Because I demand myself to speak it out loud. What I feel is how I heal. I speak it to the masses because I'm not the only one who feels this way. But I have to speak it out loud, and I'm not scared to speak it out loud simply because I've always spoken out loud, and that's what the hell has gotten me in trouble with the corporate structure. I don't get it. I'm not that. Listen, I worked for a loan company years ago, and I told my regional manager when he hired me, because I knew he was crooked. It was just working for this company, you know, one of the top consumer loan companies in the country. And I told him, I said, you know, had the voice on. He was talking to me. Well, yeah, absolutely. He's talking about my resume. You know, it's so great. You know, oh my goodness, Candace, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, I know this dude is crooked. So I said, well, yeah. He said, well, tell me one thing about you that we would love as a company and we wouldn't know about you. I said, well, don't ever ask me to lie for you. And if I ever catch you stealing, I'm going to tell on you. Because I'm too cute to go to jail. Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And I ended up being a witness in his goddamn case when they caught him. Okay, so I don't fit, but I'm good at what I do and they need my services. But for the crumbs, even 70, 80, 90,000 a year that corporate pays you, 100,000, 120, that's not shit for the stress they put you through. So I have to speak it out loud, y'all. I know my worth and I start to speak my truth, and that's how this podcast came about. Because I wanted to say things, and well, I did mostly shit. That's what got me in trouble. They would say something and I will tell them the truth. I don't have time for that other shit. Now let me get back to the job you're paying me to do. You know, that's just who I was. Now get on. And I gave them truth, straight truth. I wasn't fake, front, this and that, none of that. Straight truth, and went on about my business. And so that let them know I was never afraid of them. No, not afraid. Never that. Never scared. Now, I'm going to be here because I need my bills paid, this and that, but I ain't never scared. You know, you can keep this shit. And I've told a lot of jobs that, who paid me a lot of money. Okay, so just know that's how this came about. I spoke the affirmation over my life. Let's speak it out loud. I demand myself to speak it out loud. You know, and that's a prayer. It was my prayer. And that's really how this came about. You know, a prayer is a form of affirmation. However, what's the intention behind the affirmation? So what am I going to speak out loud? Everything. People ask me, well, what's your podcast about? Everything. Everything I think of. Everything. Well, there's no. I don't want a script. My mind doesn't work on a script. This is me being me, genuinely me, and letting y'all know to think about the intention behind your prayers or affirmations. Because that's what it is. I know some of you, she's blasphemy. It's not an affirmation, it's a prayer to the Lord. Okay, we'll get there too. However, it's words. It's speaking. The Christians, y'all say in the beginning there was word. That's what y'all say. And I just want to say, watch who prays over you. Old people used to tell y'all all the time, stay prayed up. And the reason I say watch who prays over you, because there's a positive and a negative side to everything. So if you're not speaking positivity to yourself, your star player, then how you gonna pray positivity and healing and lay hands on somebody outside of you? Huh? Talk to me. Somebody talk to me. I'm sick of y'all not saying that in the comments. Talk to me. Send me an email. How the hell you gonna lay hands on somebody and anoint them in the blood when you ain't done it to yourself first? You haven't accomplished the self part yourself. You haven't accomplished the self-belief, the self-love, the identification of self, the mastery of self. You haven't become you yet. You know, what intent do these people have when they lay hands on you and pray on you? Because there's a positive and negative side to everything. And some people do intend to do negative. They may be smiling and talking out of their mouth, but that voice inside their brain, what is it saying? What do you say to yourself to stay prayed up? What mantra do you use? What good thing or good word do you say to yourself about yourself? Huh? What mantra do you use, or what good word or good thing do you say to yourself about yourself? Or not? The more you master yourself, the more powerful, guys, you become. Believe in you. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me, because everything is always working out for me. Now, that's a prayer. It's also a mantra. It's an affirmation. Call it what you will, but you have to speak life into yourself before you can speak life into anything else. You understand me? You have to speak life into yourself. That's the damn secret they charge you all the money for. You got to speak life into yourself. You know, people will pray you down or chant you down out loud while wearing sheep's clothing. Oh, yes, yes, Sister Jackson, Sister Johnson, oh, Pastor, oh, First Lady. And in their mind, they thinking, this stank bitch. That's why I slept with her husband last night. Oh, Pastor son sleep with a man. Shit, Pastor sleep with a man too. You know, and then, yes, sir, Pastor, and y'all showing up every damn Sunday. What is that about? Y'all talking shit in your mind with your inner voice. That's your truth. That inner voice. But out your mouth, razor blades and venom. Smiling at them. You know, it's all sugar and sweet and cane. And yes, and the first family, and, you know, all of that. Well, people gonna be people. You know, everybody, you talking about that too, guys. Everybody ain't perfect. By no means. I am not perfect. I told y'all that. I tell you that any day of the week. I'm just speaking it out loud, my damn thoughts. And if you're getting offended at my thoughts, maybe you should check your intention. Because my intention is to ask questions. My intention is to tell y'all what I ask inside with my goddess voice. Okay? Let's speak it out loud, Soul Tribe, out loud. Let's speak our intentions of our destiny. Accept yourself for who you are. That's the key to becoming one with self. You bond with yourself as you reach that height, as you reach for your higher self. Basically what it is, that's the key. It's the key is to becoming one with self. And you bond with yourself as you reach for your highest self. We can change any direction in our life, y'all. How? By looking within. What is our intention? What is your intention to be like someone else? You know? What is your intention? When you want to be like somebody else. I don't want to be like nobody. I'm going to say it again. All y'all of a certain generation, y'all all dress alike. Y'all all wear the eyelashes, whether they're decorative or not. The wigs, I don't get it, but that's y'all thing. The nails and and on the gram and TikTok and everything else. Okay, what is your intention? To be like somebody else? That never works, because each of us has a special job to do in our existence, y'all. Our existence of life in different planes. Let's speak it out loud, y'all. Your intention for yourself. Is it positive or negative? You know, if your intentions or affirmations for self are negative, then your intentions and affirmations for everybody else are negative as well. Can't help but to be. Can't help but to be. Because even when you're giving them sugar out your mouth, that voice inside your head, the one that's talking to you when your lips not moving, saying, I can't wait till this bitch get out my face. Yes, man. Yes, Candace. Girl, you know I got your back. Candace, you just so... I hate that bitch. Okay? So, when people are miserable, because misery loves company, they'll come around that light just to feed off of it and just to intentionally pray, chant against you because they hate themselves. So therefore they're jealous of you. They don't like you because of this. They don't like you because of that. Or they're in competition with you and you don't even know it. You know, people be in competition with you and you don't even know it for years. Ain't that some shit? I told y'all that. Oh, that water good and cold. I told y'all that people be in competition with you and you don't even know, be knowing them 20, 30 years. Bitch been mad since I was in the 3rd grade. So you have to protect yourself against that energy, y'all. Like I say, are you giving out positive or negative energy? You know? I'm just going to say, man, you can't pray for or speak life into others unless you haven't demanded it of yourself. I don't know. I'm saying it again. You cannot pray for or speak life into others unless you have demanded it of yourself. To yourself. What is your intention for yourself? Really think about that, y'all. Really think about that. Soul Tribe, really ponder on that. Really ponder on what is your power within? And what is it for? And how do I use it? You know, nobody wants to ask that question. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know about y'all, but I got motherfucking superpowers. I don't care what they tell you or how crazy you think I am. I got superpowers. Know about the rest of you, but I know I do. Because everything is always working out for me. Because everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. I demand myself to create. I'm demanding my essence and my presence to become a better me. I'm demanding my essence and my presence to become a better me. I am demanding my essence and my presence to become a better me. I am demanding my essence and my presence to become a better me. I have to write these things down and say these things to myself all day. My mind is not filled with what's going on the news and all of that. I want to give a shout out to Brother Dan Calloway. I saw your video when you showed that all the news channels across the country say the exact same words verbatim. I thought it was cool. If y'all get a chance, go check out that Brother Dan Calloway. All right? But I don't watch all of that. I stay away from all of that. So since my mind is not filled with all of that drama, I'm telling you, I can call just about anybody I know, and they're going to talk about something that's on TV. Whether it's something that's going on, what happened in Akron, Ohio, with them crazy-ass cops. Crazy ass. What happened here, there, everywhere. What the hell Biden talking about? What's going on in Ukraine? You know what? What does that have to do with the essence of my presence to become a better me. What does that have to do with me demanding my essence and my presence to become a better me? Guys, get tapped in. Get tuned on to that inner voice. Don't talk about that inner voice. What inner voice? You talking about God? That you, Lord? Don't get tuned in, y'all, to that inner voice. You know that one you hear with your lips not moving? The one y'all listening to right now, like, she need to get to the damn point. That voice. Or the one when your boss be talking to you and you be sitting there like smiling, be like, this stupid motherfucker. God damn, how much longer is this meeting going on? The fuck? You know that voice. When you just zone off into a different place or start talking to yourself, or you're sitting in silence and you're not moving your lips, but thought is happening. That voice. We're going to talk about that voice. The one when your lips are not moving. So let me ask you something. Where's that voice coming from? It's not coming from the brain. You know, pretty much the brain, it's a bunch of moving parts. The brain is completely different from the mind. So is it coming from the mind? You know, where did that thought come from? Did it come from the outside of you? Or did it come from the inside of you? So did it come from the outside of you in? Think about that. Or did it come from the inside of you out? Well, if it came from you from the inside out, who's in there? You are. Self. Who's in, really, who's in there? In the beginning, there was thought, y'all. Before any words were spoken, in the beginning, there was thought. There was a thought, period. Before existence. You understand? In the beginning, there was a thought. Before any words were spoken, there was a thought. Period. Soul tribe. Before existence, there was a thought. You understand? See, before you can exist, there must be a thought within self first. Sometimes we say, I feel non-existent. Well, that's a thought within inside self because you're there. It's a positive or negative swing of the pendulum. What affirmation and prayer will you give yourself and demand yourself to receive each day about self? So you can get to your highest heights of self. You first see it and you first hear it from the inner source. You understand? Your inner source. You first see it and you first hear it from your inner source, the mind's eye and the mind's ears. Oh, the mind got ears? Well, how you think you're hearing that? It's a whole nother vibrational realm. Because we used to be able to talk to each other, y'all, without moving our lips. But we gonna get there. You know? The mind's eye and the mind's ears, from the inside of you, where the true power and gift lies, waiting for you to demand it into existence and know thyself. It's sitting there, y'all. I know I got superpowers. I keep telling y'all that because you got superpowers. You just have to know it and you just have to see it. Like I got to know it and I got to see it. Now, there's no doubt in my mind whether I have superpowers or a special gift. Okay, let's get that twisted. Let's not get that twisted. I don't have any doubt in that. But for me is, How do I use it? How do I bring it forward? Reminder, ancestors throwing it at me all day. Spirit guides throwing it at me all day. Sending me everything I need to refill my cup. Sending me everything I need to refill my inner cup. And I am humbled, and I am grateful, and I am thankful for the wisdom. I'll tell you something. I don't claim to know it all, but these are my thoughts. And I know somebody else is thinking this exact same way. Demand it into existence and know. Don't believe no, because you can believe a lie. You know, you can believe a lie. We do it every day. They show and tell lies visually all day long. People believe in that. You know? Like I say, demand it into existence and know. And then a chain of events are put in motion. Yep, they put in motion from the energy that you're putting into yourself. Not this, that, them, or they. You begin to manifest, grow. You speak life into existence in your realm. You demand it to yourself. Your ancestors are always listening, and they are here to assist you at any waking moment. So again, what is your intention for yourself? What are you commanding and demanding of yourself? Positivity or negativity? You know? When you are demanding the positivity of self, that's when no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You understand me? When you are demanding and commanding the positivity and manifestation of self within self to reach your highest self on that journey, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Real talk. Because you learn that there are things you need to do spiritually to make sure that you're okay. Now, I'm not telling nobody what to do, how to do, when to do, where to do. I'm just saying, people do all kind of stuff in this world. You know, I went to college in Houston, you know. I know people from Louisiana. Here, I live in South Carolina, and everywhere you go, oh, don't be excused. The voodoo woman gonna get you. Everybody got a root person, a voodoo woman. Somebody gonna put something on you. And people can do that. That's what I mean when I say people will chant you down. Whether you believe it or not, they speak a word, an affirmation over you. There are herbs and minerals and different things that people use to do things with their intention. Because intention is the thought, y'all. Okay? Intention is the thought. The thought and intention. Think about that. So when the thought comes, I'ma kill that bitch. That's your intention. When the thought comes, I'ma go help her. That's your intention. You know? These are just some of the things I've been thinking about, y'all, because I am here on this journey like most of you are. I am a so-called black woman, so-called, as they say, African American, but my family, we ain't ever came from Africa. I've done the research, you know. Check out Do We Know Who We Are, that podcast, but you know. We've been so busy being told who we are that we never think about the intention, who we actually are. We've been told so much how we should be, what we should be more like, you know, how we should act. Let me tell y'all something. I was in the grocery store and these little Asian kids was playing in the line in front of me. Do you know the little Asian mama, you don't never see them act crazy. Smack the little girl hand, tell her, don't be acting up in front of them black people. That's what she said. And, you know, I'm not going to do an Asian accent because then y'all say I'm a racist. But it was the funniest shit. And I was like, how dare you? Oh, they could act up, just not in front of us, huh? What the fuck does that mean? See, all of this of who you're supposed to be and where your place is supposed to be. I'm supposed to be exactly who I am. And my superpower is to bring truth and light and upliftment to the world. And I know that there will be ups and downs. And I continue to protect myself by speaking words of life into self. And when I fall short of speaking life into self, my ancestors and my spirit guides and my guardian angels make sure that positive vibration always is around. So I will never forget. And it's always there to remind me, until it's a repetitive nature. Because really, my superpower is just being me. That's all. That's all. I'm just here to make you think about something that you've never thought about before in your life. But I'm also here to let's speak it out loud, because it's a lot of things that I say that y'all know, and we don't speak it out loud. And you know what? I'll speak it out loud. And some of y'all gonna crucify me for it. Some of y'all who listening right now, and that's okay. However, what is your intention? Is it positivity or negativity? Because you know negativity cannot stand within light and positivity. So therefore, as the old folks say, I stays prayed up. No, I handle my things spiritually. Most people who know me know I'm a very spiritual individual. I don't play no games when it comes to that. I am not religious. Y'all can, have your thing with that. Do your thing. Because we all was religious at one point. All of us. Because they forced us to be. So I'm not judging or hating for where you are in your cycle of self journey. I'm not hating on you. Unless you're one of the negative ones, then fuck you. You ain't coming nowhere near me anyway. Because as soon as I say fuck you, you gonna fall out. Oh Lord, it's the devil. So, I ain't got time for y'all. But what I do have time for is to let's speak it out loud. I love y'all so very, very much. And I appreciate each and every person who comes on this podcast with me and listens. Look, y'all, I need y'all to go in. I need y'all to download episodes on whatever platform you are listening to it on. If you want to, once again, like I said, if you would like to be a sponsor on the podcast, the information is down below. You can contact me in the email. I would love to have you, Soul Tribe. I am here for us as well. For the copper-colored people of higher vibrations, having insightful conversations. And I know there are plenty of copper-colored people who are part of this soul tribe, who are here to uplift. So I definitely do what I need to do spiritually to make sure, get on out of here if you ain't real. And the universe and my ancestors are always on guard. And they always taking care of me, so I don't worry about that so much, but I ain't slow either. Okay? But I just want y'all to know this platform is open for you to advertise, for you to get your business out there, for you to get things done. This is an adult-only podcast. I speak it to you truth, I speak it to you real, and, I say fuck it every now and again. Because let's speak it out loud, why not? Okay? All right, family, I'm going to get on out of here. I thought this podcast was going to be a little longer today. I thought I was going to have something much more to say, because I usually never know what I'm going to say all the way through. I take my notes all the way down, and then the universe just gives me the rest through my notes. So I guess that's all that needed to be out today. I'm feeling good. I hope I've said something to uplift you today. I hope I've said something to touch your spirit, to touch your soul, to help you see that the best in you is the best in you. It's all in you. And stop looking outside of you. Look inside of you to find your highest self. Speak life into yourself so you can speak life into others. Until you speak life into your soul and demand the presence of your expectations in your life, you cannot speak it onto anyone else's and be an aid. All right, y'all. I love you so much. You have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. I will talk to y'all next time, Soul Tribe. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.